You misunderstood Pumped Up Kicks song. You danced to this song. You sang it at the top of your lungs. But here's the truth. You were probably singing along to a story you'd never want to live through in real life. Pumped Up Kicks sounds like a breezy summer hit, but behind that cheerful beat hides a dark tale that will change the way you hear every single word. Ready to find out what you've really been singing? Let's break it down. Foster the People was formed in Los Angeles in 2009 by Mark Foster, a commercial jingle writer at the time. He was working in advertising and composing background tracks for ads and corporate projects. It was a decent living, but creatively stifling. One afternoon, Foster sat down in his apartment with the goal of writing something different. He wasn't aiming for a radio hit. He wanted to create something experimental, something that could stand out. He opened his laptop, set up a basic bass loop, and within a few hours, Pumped Up Kicks was born. The song's distinct sound, minimalist bass line, clapping percussion, and light, almost whistling vocal delivery came together quickly. Foster recorded a rough demo in a single day, but it wasn't just the music that stood out. The lyrics came from a dark place, inspired by news reports of youth violence and school shootings in America. Mark Foster has said he wanted to explore the mindset of an isolated, chubby teenager, someone society overlooks until it's too late. He was fascinated and horrified by how often stories of shootings followed the same pattern: a lonely young man, ignored or bullied, suddenly committing a violent act. When Foster uploaded the song to his MySpace page in early 2010, he didn't expect much, but it spread organically through blogs and indie music forums. Listeners were hooked by its groove and shocked when they realized what it was really about. By 2011, Foster the People had a record deal, and Pumped Up Kicks became their breakout single. On the surface, Pumped Up Kicks might seem like a feel-good summer tune, but the lyrics tell a disturbing story. The title refers to expensive sneakers, pumped up kicks, that were trendy among teenagers at the time. They symbolize popularity, wealth, and social status. The narrator, however, is an outsider looking in. Through the perspective of Robert, a fictional troubled youth, we hear fragments of his thoughts, his resentment toward the cool kids, his secretive behavior, and his plan to acquire a gun. The chorus is a direct warning. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. This juxtaposition, cheerful melody, violent narrative, is deliberate. It's meant to draw listeners in before forcing them to confront the darkness beneath. Possible interpretations and theories. Literal narrative, a teenager planning an act of violence against his peers. Social commentary, a critique of American gun culture and the lack of attention given to youth mental health. Satire on consumerism, the pumped up kicks as symbols of shallow materialism that overshadow deeper problems. Warning sign awareness, the song as an artistic way to show that danger often hides behind a normal exterior. Foster himself has said the song is not meant to glorify violence. Instead, it's a cautionary tale. Let's break down the lyrics, verse by verse. Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room. He won't tell you his plan. Here we meet Robert, quick-handed, watchful, and secretive. The line "he won't tell you his plan" suggests hidden intentions, a red flag for danger. Got a rolled cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid. This image paints Robert as trying to embody a rebellious, cool persona. The cowboy metaphor hints at danger and lawlessness. Yeah, he found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet in a box of fun things. A pivotal moment. Robert gains access to a firearm. The casual phrasing, "fun things," is chilling, showing a child's warped perception. I don't even know what, but he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. The narrator warns us. Robert has chosen a target. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, I'll run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. The chorus is deceptively catchy, but it's essentially a threat from Robert's perspective. The cool kids, symbolized by their expensive sneakers, are in his sights. The repetition drives home the menace. Daddy works a long day. He'll be coming home late. Yeah, he's coming home late. This suggests parental absence, a common theme in stories of neglected or troubled youth. And he's bringing me a surprise, 'cause dinner's in the kitchen and it's packed in ice. The surprise could be literal or ironic, but the phrasing adds unease. I've waited for a long time. Yeah, the sleight of my hand is now a quick pull trigger. Robert's waiting has turned into action. Sleight of hand now applies to his readiness to shoot. I reason with my cigarette and say, "Your hair's on fire. You must have lost your wits, yeah." The surreal image of reasoning with a cigarette conveys mental instability. Musically, this is where the tension peaks. The bass line and percussion remain light, but the lyrical content grows darker. Mark Foster has spoken openly about the meaning of pumped up kicks. In interviews, he's clarified it's about empathy and awareness. I wanted to get inside the head of an isolated kid and bring awareness to the fact that you can see warning signs before something tragic happens. Not a glorification. Foster stressed that the song condemns violence rather than celebrating it. Written quickly, inspired by news coverage, he wrote it in about 6 hours. After reading multiple news stories about shootings, in one interview with Billboard, Foster said, "It's a song about a kid who's basically losing his mind. It's an outsider's point of view. I was trying to understand the world through his eyes, not to romanticize it." He also acknowledged that some listeners never realized what the song was about, which in itself demonstrated how easily serious issues can be overlooked if presented in a pleasing package. When Pumped Up Kicks hit the charts in 2011, it became a massive success. Peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, won the Billboard Music Award for Top Rock Song, earned a Grammy nomination for Best Pop Duo/Group Performance. However, its dark subject matter caused controversy. After several high-profile school shootings in the U.S., some radio stations temporarily stopped playing it out of respect for victims. Despite this, the song continued to stream heavily online and became a staple of indie pop playlists. Cultural impact. It sparked debates about the role of art in addressing violence. It showed that pop music could carry serious, even disturbing narratives. It became an example in media studies of juxtaposition. Happy sound, dark story. Today, Pumped Up Kicks stands as one of the defining indie hits of the early 2010s. It's remembered not just for its hook, but for the way it forced listeners, sometimes unintentionally, to think about mental health, alienation, and the warning signs we often miss. Pumped Up Kicks is a paradox, a danceable track with an undanceable truth. It's a reminder that appearances can be misleading, and that even the most cheerful art can hide shadows. Mark Foster's choice to deliver such a disturbing story through irresistible pop wasn't an accident. It was the point. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting discoveries.